Thanks for staying with us at STL Live. I'm Sarah Bernard, and my guests are Chris Clark of Cinema St. Louis and Kyle Niehaus, who is the writer and director of Max Vice. We just watched the trailer in the last segment, which was awesome. Amazing for, I mean, I know you've been making films for a long time, but this is your first full feature film that's showcasing here in St. Louis. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, it's a short. It's 25 minutes, and whenever you do turn anything in for the short film category at a festival, anything over like 10 minutes is a stretch. So, I mean, he's taken a chance on me, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be here and finally, you know, be able to screen my stuff. And everybody works so hard on this, like you said. I mean, I've been doing it for a while, but this was the first time to really just all or nothing, like literally all or nothing, put it all out there. We reached out to so many people, not just in St. Louis, but all over the world. There were a lot of the bands were used to getting paid. They've done a lot of scores on video games. The band Power Glove just did Far Cry 3, and they're in our movie. And a lot of these guys, it was just the community, the like new retro wave community, that kind of like 80s genre is coming back, and everybody's been so nice and welcoming, open arms.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really exciting moment for you.
Oh, yeah.
To see your film on the big screen at the Tivoli and with a big audience that Chris is bringing for you. Yeah. So Chris, Kyle said you took a chance on him. When you saw his film, when you previewed it, what were your thoughts?
I'd seen the trailer well before I saw the film, and he was still finishing things up. So when I finally got to see it, I was already looking forward to it. So I was rewarded by my patience in seeing just, you know, over the top silliness and violent and crazy, but it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And great, you know, brightly colored. It's a lot of craft went into it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I mean, and you were doing that during your last year of your program at Webster University, which, you know, is impressive. And you appeared in your film. Yeah. Sort of unexpectedly, right?
Yeah, that's my one cameo. I did a stunt near the end that ended up, I guess. I mean, it's always worth it now, especially it's worth it. But at the time, it was kind of since it has been a year-long process while you're going through all the recovery stuff of the stunt that kind of caused some complications health-wise. I don't regret anything.
Yeah, so maybe your next film you won't make the stunts quite so physically dangerous, but
unless nobody can do it, then of course I'll do it.
But you know, I think that's also a tribute to, as a director and writer of film, you have to take on a lot of different roles, and you've got an actor that doesn't show up in that case, or you've got long days, unexpected issues that pop up, weather delays, things like that. I mean, I don't think that people fully understand the life of a director. What do you think about that?
There's a quote that I like from George Miller, who directed Mad Max, the first day of Mad Max, when they did their first major car stunt. He was the first one on the street sweeping up the debris, and somebody came up to him and said, "George, that's not your position. Why are you doing this?" And he said, "For as long as I've wanted to direct, I've dreamed of doing this just as long." And that's kind of what I take to me, where it's like, if it can't be done by somebody else, I mean, you have to do it. Don't just not do it. It's like we had talked about earlier, where it's like the last thing you want to do is look up at your movie and go, it could have been better, but you didn't do it yourself, so you have no reason to complain. Just do it yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what's next for you, Kyle?
Right now it's getting Max Vice out there and just kind of getting my name out there. There's some little projects here or there, but really just fresh from college, I'm just trying to make a name for myself, and really looking for an opportunity to fail before I'm told no.
Okay, another great quote from Kyle. All right, so Chris, we've got the Filmmakers Showcase starting on the 16th.
On Sunday the 16th, our first show starts at 12:30. The 87 films I mentioned are tucked into 15 different programs. Some are feature length, but you know, all the shorts are tucked into a wide variety of a little bit of everything, and a lot of really great, talented local filmmakers.
Right, and the whole program agenda schedule is online?
Yes. Okay. Tickets are on sale for everything. The printed program's out in the world. We are ready to go.
Ready to go. Okay, we're going to break now, and we're going to segue to another trailer that's going to be at the festival. Tell us about that.
This is a documentary called Atomic Homefront, which will be on HBO later this summer. It's the third film we've presented in the last 4 or 5 years about the tragic situation in the Bridgeton landfill with a smoldering fire near radioactive waste that never should have been put there. And in this case, there is no local filmmaker. It's St. Louis that is the main character in this iteration. And it's a wonderful, tough film to watch.
Yeah, so important for all of us here in St. Louis to watch.
Yes.
So we're going to take a break now, and we're going to watch the trailer of Atomic Homefront, which will be premiering on HBO. Here we go.
It's a shame, isn't it? Beautiful neighborhood, nice park for kids to play when it isn't stinking. That's how it is down here. We're kind of hidden back here behind this hill, but it doesn't stop that stench one bit.
We didn't hear about the radioactivity until the stink of the landfill started. I guess if it wasn't for the smell, no one would have known about the radioactivity.
HBO documentary film Atomic Homefront is coming soon to HBO, and to see other St. Louis films, visit cinemastlouis.org to see the films that will be premiering from July 16th to 20th at the Tivoli Theater next week. Stay with us, there's more STL Live after this.